Hola, this is Marcia Scarborough, International Living's Spain correspondent. And today, let's talk about the barriers to becoming an expat. Or more accurately, let's talk about things some people perceive as obstacles to living abroad, specifically Spain. Number one, I will miss friends and family. Yes, you will. But modern technology really takes the edge off that. You can chat with your best friend every day on Skype. You can play with the grandkids on FaceTime. WhatsApp is wonderful for sharing uh, voicemail messages, videos, photos, all kinds of things. We use it all the time. You can celebrate special occasions on Zoom. Uh, there's many, many ways to keep in touch. Um, I know it's not the same as getting a hug, but when you really need a hug, you can go visit them. Planes will be flying again, and they will be really glad to see you. And then, even better, they can come and visit you. How great will it be to introduce the grandchildren to a new culture, to show them a new country, and to teach them a few words in another language? And how much fun is it going to be to introduce your old friends to your new friends? And you're going to be really busy socializing with all your new friends. Number two, I'll need to learn another language. Well, not necessarily. In Spain, you can get by without speaking Spanish. Many expats never learn more than a few basic phrases in Spanish. Uh, And if you're living in an expat community or in a tourist area, most Spanish people are going to speak English. And most Spanish people under 30 speak English quite well and like to practice. And Spaniards between 30 and 60 are learning English for business, and they need to practice. Spanish people over 60 may never learn it. But why not learn Spanish? Um, it's it will help you deepen your connection to Spanish people. It will make it easier to travel around Spain. It shows respect for your host country. It'll integrate you more into the culture. Um, and it's a healthy challenge. I mean, learning a second language does a lot to protect our brains from Alzheimer's. I mean, it gives a really good workout to this aging gray matter. Not to mention that Spanish class is a great place to make new friends. Number three, will I be safe? In Spain, you will be much safer than you are any place in the US. In Spain, violent crime is almost non-existent. People don't have guns. Uh, Spaniards like to stay up late, so the streets are busy and safe almost all night. You'll find a few pickpockets, but that's it. The 2020 Global Peace Index rates Spain as the 38th safest country in the world with a high state of peace. In the same survey, the US rates 121st out of 163 countries. Number four, what would I do in a foreign country? Well, what are you planning to do during your retirement in the US? Whatever it is, you can do it in Spain. Golf, yeah, we got it. Go to the beach, there's 3,000 miles of coastline. Yoga, yeah. Just going to the regular gym, Spain has plenty of them. You're going to have high-speed internet and cable channels so you can binge watch American TV shows. Um, you could join a church. You know, there's a Protestant, Catholic, interdenominational, or a Buddhist meditation group. Um, you might join an amateur theater group in English. I know there's one in Madrid. Um, there's all kinds of volunteer programs available from animal shelters to helping refugees. And I personally enjoy volunteering in English immersion programs where I help Spanish people learn to speak English. Um, and we'll talk more about it later. Number 5, what about culture shock? For me, that's the fun part. I reframe it as culture awe. Discovering life in Spain is an incredible adventure. For sure, you will be on a steep learning curve. But what could be a better workout for our aging brains than solving new problems? The rewards of that are off the chart. Just think about all the delicious new foods to taste, new wines to discover and sip, new beaches to stroll on, new friends to make, um, a new schedule to keep or not. It's really up to you. Will you miss certain things? Yes, you will. But Spain is a first world country. You can get almost anything here. In fact, there's a store called Taste of America where you can get, for a price, all your favorite American brands and things like cranberry sauce and pumpkin pies if you want to make a Thanksgiving dinner. Um, and then when friends come to visit, I ask them to bring me the thing that I'm jonesing for most at that time. It's usually Trader Joe's crunchy, salty peanut butter. Uh, Spain does make peanut butter, but not like that. And I do miss the landscapes of the American Southwest, but I'm going to be visiting there just as soon as I can. Number 6, will I be able to make new friends? I have found it very easy to make friends in Spain, and in fact, that was one of the main reasons that I moved here. If you are a person who makes friends wherever you go, Spain will offer you an embarrassment of riches. There are many expat clubs and groups and expat communities, and Spanish people are very friendly, curious, and helpful. And they sincerely love Americans. They're really interested in American culture, American music, American movies, and we represent that to them. And also, Americans are still somewhat exotic in Spain because most of the expats that they encounter are from Northern Europe, Britain, the Netherlands, Germany, Norway. So we're unusual and they tend to gravitate toward us. I have made friends in Spain in classes. It's a very simple way to do it. On the dance floor, if you dance, volunteering, and by meeting friends of friends. Um, so, I have found it easy. I think you will too. Those English immersion groups that I mentioned previously are a fantastic source of new friends, both Spanish and expat. These are volunteer opportunities where you go to a resort for 6 or 8 days with a group of adult Spanish people who are learning to speak English, and you and other native English speakers help them improve their speaking and listening skills. In exchange for that, you get free room in a 4-star hotel, all meals, wine and beer, transportation from Madrid, and many wonderful new friends who are professional educated people. Yes, it's free and it's super fun. These are the groups that offer this opportunity in Spain. Number 7, will I have good health care? In Spain, you will have better health care than you have in the US at a more affordable price. Spain's health care is among the very best in the world. International Living's 2020 Global Retirement Index rated Spain 97 out of 100, which put it in second place, and the only country rated higher was Portugal with 98 out of 100. And Bloomberg's 2018 efficiency listing of healthcare put Spain in third place after Hong Kong and Singapore. And in the same study, the USA came in 54th out of 56 countries. Canada placed at number 17. If you come to Spain on a retirement visa, the non-lucrative visa, you are required as part of your application to purchase private Spanish health insurance, which is the best of the best. And that for a healthy 64-year-old couple with Sanitas, the biggest private health insurer in Spain, you would be paying $296 a month. That's for the couple, for two people. The price does increase as you age, and for me, at age 73, single, I'm paying $225 a month. After a year of residency in Spain, it's possible to get onto the public system for even less than that. So, now you're out of excuses. Your new life is waiting. I'll see you in Spain.
Hi, my name is Jason Holland. I'm the roving Latin America editor for International Living. You don't have to be rich to enjoy a pampered retirement. You just need to know where to go. With our 30th annual Global Retirement Index, we hand you a map. It has been designed to enable you to easily home in on the places that make sense for your situation, priorities, and budget. It's a powerful tool, and you can get early access by going to intliving.com/AGRI and signing up today.